Well, good morning, and thank you for joining Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. It is finally Friday. I have been challenged with facing the flu all week. What about you guys? What exactly has been your challenge, past or present? And how are you doing with it? Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
We are talking about challenges today. What has been your challenge for this week? As you know, I've been fighting the flu all week. Getting through that. Resting. How about yourself? What has been your challenge this week?
I would say my challenge for this week would be to stay hydrated. It's hard for me to drink water and sometimes remember to drink water, but I've been working on it.
Nice. Nice. We all have challenges. Every last one of us. And if you know anything about our Finally Friday wraps it up for you with the meaning of this podcast. Finally Friday is all about your being able to get through challenges or asking yourself, how do I get through challenges? How many of you are taking the time to actually listen to our podcast? We have Motivation Monday. We have Transformation Tuesday. Wednesday Wellness. And what's the other one, Trish?
Think about Thursday.
Think about Thursday. So each of them requires of you to do something. Monday is motivation. Tuesday is transformation. Wednesday is being well or your well-being. Thursday requires you to think. And by the way, Trish, I really enjoyed your Think About Thursday. I really, really appreciated it. And I gotta say, we give you a full plate until there is no more want. Lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, lines are open. Our line is 661-503-8993. You also have the privilege of leaving on our podcast, as you get to them, a voice message. You can always do that, a voice message that we actually hear. Trish and I have tested them. So, as I face the challenge of fighting the flu, what do I do? What do I do with fighting the flu? I get to be... Okay. I need you to do that again, please. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. Trish, can you come in again? We lost her. Please and thank you. Because I didn't see it, I'm sorry. So what do we do when we're being tried? What do we do? How do we rise above the occasion? How do we rise above the occasion? Well, we rise above the occasion by first having the mindset to do that. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, and welcome to our program. We're actually talking about facing challenges, and we're asking you the question today: what challenges are you facing, past and present? How do you rise above it? Our challenges could be anything, right? Yeah, you say. Some people fight small challenges, while other people are challenged and are rising above bigger challenges. I'll tell you a challenge that I'm proud of for the U.S. Open of the Olympics. Woke up this morning, Celine Dion. People are congratulating her because of her challenge of her health issue. And yet, she strengthened us by her documentary, I Am Celine Dion. Her words were, if she has to crawl, she'll crawl, and she will not give up. And so today she's going to sing. How about that, guys? Good morning and welcome. Where are you listening in from? And your name, please. And thank you for joining. Is it Nebula? Good morning. And are you from Australia? Okay. What state are you listening in from, please? What challenges have you all faced? And in order for you guys to really think about the challenges, New York. Okay. You know, many people say they like our program. How about our YouTube? How many people have been to our YouTube channel? If you are on our platform where there is in the left top corner, if you see that on the screen, please click it. It's clickable, and that lets me know that you were here today by clicking onto our YouTube. Can you do that? And once you've done it, give me a signal of a hand or a smiley face. Please and thank you. Left corner, up top, facing you. It is a clickable and once you do that, you will never miss us again. So, getting back to challenges that we face. Some are small, some are big. Fighting this terrible flu, for me, it is a challenge. Because you see, I'm used to moving around. I'm used to being able to go when I want, come when I want, work, dealing with so much, and now My body is saying, I challenge you to rest. You know, it is a challenge for me. Maybe some of you may feel differently. But I have been literally in the bed for the remainder of this week. Seriously. So we are challenged in all different ways. How many times have you all been told to rise above the situation? Rise above it. What does that mean? What do you think that means? We'll start with our co-host, Trish. Trish, what do you say about that? And you all can join in as well. This is an interactive podcast. We want to thank you guys for liking our live. Nebula, did you get a chance to click on to the blue thing there? It takes you straight to our YouTube channel. Please click that and like that. If you like what we're presenting today, have you got a chance to do that, everyone? For those of you who are streaming it, please go to our YouTube page. We are trying very hard to grow that page, and we want you all to know. Rising above something, how do you do it? Are you there, Trish?
Yes, I'm here.
What do you guys think that it takes to rise above a situation? You might have a situation. It may come about in your life, and it may come again and again. But what does it really mean when we rise above a situation? How many of you are allowing your challenges not to affect you, not to upset you? Anybody?
I am.
Yeah. How is it feeling for you?
Sometimes it feels quite difficult to automatically not let the challenge get to me and give up. But I feel like it makes me a stronger person when I don't let it win, the negativity win, and I just continue to pursue whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah. You're rising above. Not to allow that to upset you. Yeah. Coping with it. And that's exactly what I think we need to learn from people who are coping with it. I brought out Celine Dion because, for one, she's on my playlist, any playlist that I have. For two, she's being faced with something that is affecting her singing. And that's a beautiful voice. So what it helped me to see is that she was human. And just like all of us, she too has things she has to deal with. But this morning, I saw her, and there she is, and people are so happy. I was so happy because you can rise above. Even if your situation is grim, it's your mindset over matter. You may still have what may be terminal, if you will. you may still have what is going to be in your life, but it doesn't have to be your quality of life. Does everyone get that? Does everyone get that? And we want to think about, too, how do we, you and I, rise above personal things that come into our lives? Because, we all have something that we want to say. Everybody has their idea. Good morning and welcome to our program. But when we rise above something, when is the time to rise above it? What do you guys think? When is it time to rise above?
That's a good question.
Yeah, isn't it? Rise above. Rise above. When? When can we rise above? Remember, we talk about things that people don't really talk about. Or maybe you think it doesn't matter. But can I tell you something? Your challenges, your everyday challenges, your any day challenges, your mental and emotional health. And when it starts to affect you, is the time. When do we do it? Did anyone hear the answer? Did anyone hear the answer?
I did.
What was the answer?
When it starts to affect you.
When it starts to affect you. Yeah. How long have sometimes we wait. Some of us kind of sit in it a little while, our challenges, we kind of think about it, and that's okay to think about what you need to do. But it's the affecting that is going to require you to do something. When it starts to take life from you. When it starts to not allow you to be the best person that you can be. We need to think about that and embracing yourself. Thinking about everything that you've been through. Everything that you've been through. The very first thing that you've had to overcome in your life. Maybe you weren't aware of it, but you look back and you say, wow, I overcame that. That's empowering because maybe someone else is going through the exact same thing, or the exact same feeling, I should say, but experiencing it in a different way. We all share the same feelings, but we all have different experiences. So how and when? How and when? I'm going to tell you a story. And as you know, Friday I always come in with some story. And this is not a fake story. I'm going to tell it in the words of the person. She says, at the age of 13, my parents and two of my siblings were mercilessly killed during the genocide in Rwanda. Perhaps hope comes because I survived that. Along with three younger siblings who were all under the age of 10 at the time. As the oldest, I had to become a parent, she says to her younger siblings. What did they do? They completed higher education and they navigated their life on their own, and they started a program. The program is called Rising Above the Storm. It offers hope to orphans in underdeveloped areas of the world. Where did she get this idea from? The name, Rising Above the Storm, were visions of her life. Her personal story. Good morning and welcome. Where are you listening in from, please, and thank you. She said that throughout her journey, she's learned that she can be an advocate for those who could not speak for themselves with such atrocities that have happened in their life. And this foundation is able to advocate for orphans, brings hope to rebuild and empower education. She says through education, it shaped her life. And she is an engineer. She wrote on full scholarships in Rwanda and graduated schools in the United States. Empowerment, you say. You dare not say you can't cope with the challenges. She says that she has the capability to support her younger siblings, to inspire and encourage those that need help the most. So she's an engineer. She's making a lot of money. But at the same time, she's also advocating for a cause. We talk about that in our challenge story. We talk about that. May you gain encouragement from this. Where did she get her rising above the situation? Her parents, they always believed in her, and they taught her to work hard. She had a hope, and she shows now that to her siblings. Are you not encouraged by that? Wow. Here's a thought from her. She says, I am not afraid of challenges. With my history, perhaps you think I should be afraid. Fear doesn't keep me from trying something new and pushing myself, she says. She doesn't give up. Listen to this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, she doesn't give up. This is so beautiful. And here it is. I think this is going to help so many people today. In fact, I know it will help you if you just spend a little time. So she talks about fear. She says, don't give up. She doesn't get discouraged easily. And she is very determined. Even when she's disappointed, she says, as long as she is driven, she just keeps marching on, no matter the obstacle that's in her way. She is grateful to make it a goal to ensure that people around her feel appreciated and respected. She never takes life for granted. She says every day is a gift, and I feel like I was given another chance at life. Can you imagine? She says, I believe in the equality of all humankind. Everyone, no matter how great or mighty, we all have insecurities. Is that not the truth? Every one of us has an insecurity. And if you don't, spend 5 minutes with me and you'll discover yours. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just we all have them, including me. A desire to be loved and respected and bleed red blood. Everyone deserves a chance to be treated with respect. We talk a lot about awareness, acknowledgement, acceptance. She says, this young girl, this young woman, she is aware of her strengths and her weaknesses. This helps her to be able to get with the right people to help her to grow in life and also to be considerate of those who are different in her life. Here's a powerful one. She's able to forgive and move on. That's hard for me, although I don't take it for granted. I want to be a more forgiving person. And I'm not going to dog myself because I know that I've worked on that. But people take your kindness for weakness. She says she's not perfect, but her goal is hope. She wants to impact one person at a time whenever she gets the chance. Here's something that I want you all to think about today. Every single person that you know, that I know, that they know, their friends know, and on and so forth. They have the chance to make a positive impact in someone's life. Even you. That means you. Yeah. Come a little closer. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You have the capability in you to impact someone's life. You don't have to do a big thing. You can do the smallest that makes a difference. Create opportunities, she says, around you. And because you have done that, you, yes, you, come a little closer. You might be the only hope that someone will ever get. Yeah. What do you all think about that, Trish? What do you think about her story?
I think her story is very empowering. Um, I'm in awe of her story because I'm putting myself in her shoes, and I think to myself, if I was in her shoes, how would I take it? I wouldn't take it so gracefully like how she has taken it. And the thing is like her story proves that it doesn't matter the challenge, that we all can get through it and push through it, and we all can get back up and rise above the storm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you're listening today, do yourself a favor. Thank you, Trish. Do yourself a favor. Get up and stand up. The power of the feet, if you have them, is a beautiful thing. Now I'm going to ask everyone to stand if you're able. We're going to find out a couple of things that we can do with our feet. You might have on shoes. Me, I have on none. The first thing I can do with my feet is wiggle my toes. I want everyone to wiggle their toes. Yeah, you see that? Isn't it amazing that the toe has the most power out of all the other little toes? Now, I want you to think about that toe. What if you didn't have it? Yeah, it'd be a little harder, right? Challenges to get around. What would you do without that toe? Would you stop walking? I saw something with a man that had no legs. Didn't have to worry about shoes because he had no feet. But he was getting around just as if you and I would get around. See, he found in his mindset the willpower to just do it. Can you imagine watching that every day? That is certainly something amazing. Makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah. Rising above the situation. Now, here's some other amazing things you can do with your feet. If you hold one foot, you can stand on one foot and still be okay. Try that. You can even run, jog, hop, skip. The power to be able to stand up is the act of rising. When you wake up in the morning, that is called rise. You all have done it. You all are familiar with it. But our challenges are all different. And so I leave with you today the thought of rising above situations. Real life in power. Easier said than done, because right here in the United States where we live, We see different things all the time, right? Right? Rising above situations, we see injustice, we see all these things. But I want to let you know it's not the ultimate. People have gotten through it. It has been truly amazing. It has been truly amazing. We're going to come right back with Trisha's Treasures right after these commercials. We'll be right back. I promise you, don't go anywhere. Facing the lion is always positive. And so I ask you today, as we are going to be facing our lions or challenges of the week, what did you face this week that was challenging to you? We are back, and we're talking about rising above our challenges. Trish, for Trish, yes, treasures.
I was thinking about the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch of the West when her skin started turning green by each time she became envious of other people and it eventually consumed her. I think of that with the challenges that we face. The saying of either it can make us or it can break us. And we have we have such willpower inside of us that we ignore sometimes because the challenge seems a bit bigger than the willpower that we have. And just like the witch's skin turning green, sometimes each challenge that we face, it piles up on us and it makes us into the darkness that we face. It makes us depressed and it makes us stressed out because it's so much. It seems like it's so much. But as we see that the challenge is affecting us, like as we see a little patch of green inside of us, a little patch of negativity inside of us from the challenge, a little patch of stress, we can address it and rise above it. There is always a solution in every challenge. We just have to find it and look for it. So, whatever challenge that you are facing, rise above it before it consumes you completely. Address it, look at it, and make sure that you take care of yourself and find the solutions that you have in your challenges. For every challenge, there is a solution, and for every path, there is a destination.
Lion Bauer, thank you so much. I learn something new every day. as many times as I have watched the Wizard of Oz, do you know that Trish just answered why the witch turned green? Because I was terribly afraid of her when I was a little girl. But you've explained that. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, envy with green makes so much sense. So now, as you think about your life and the challenges you face, one of the things that I really appreciated about Trish's Treasures, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you can find Trish's Treasures if you just type in Trish's Treasure, one word, and Trish is going to put it in our comments below on our Facebook page. We are live recording, and you can find a lot about Trish's Treasures. There she has her music. She's responsible for the music, our opening, our closing, and our commercial. Thank you, Trish, for those challenges that we face. Do you remember some of the things that the woman talked about? We can all learn from each other. She learned to be grateful. She learned forgiveness. She learned to defy her challenges, becoming aware of herself and the impact that she would have on other people. And when we think about pain in our life, we think about pain, trauma, drama, chaos. We can turn our pain, we can turn our very own pain into something beautiful. We can turn our pain into something that we want to do. Did everybody catch that? How she had a full scholarship. She didn't let those things hold her back, but she became courageous like a lion. She began to realize the impact that she would have on other people. Good morning and welcome into our program as we talk about facing challenges. And we're asking the question, is it Alana? Or, oh, it's Anna? Or Emna? Hope I'm getting that right. Where are you listening in from? Please and thank you. And we're asking the question, what challenges are you facing? And by the way, if you're just coming in, don't worry. The program is freely recorded for you, for your listening pleasure. And it is also recorded on your favorite podcast. You are from Pakistan. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much for being with us today. What time is it there? Pakistan, welcome. Welcome. What challenges are you all facing today? In Los Angeles, it's 8 o'clock a.m. here. And I don't know what 2020 is there. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. So, we face many challenges, but the goal for today on this finally Friday is to be able to be aware that you and whatever you're facing, you can be a person's impact. Just imagine what you can do with one person. Trish and I have truly tried it. We have impacted so many lives. We have touched so many lives just by our being made available through streaming, are being made available through recordings, YouTube. You're able to stay in touch with us. If you're here, Amana, I would love for you, if you see to the top right, or left, excuse me, top left, can you click on the blue writing up there and let me know when you've done that? And that's our YouTube channel. We'd love for you to click on that. We're encouraging everyone. Please follow our YouTube page. We do have it. We want you to know how to reach us. Let me know when you've done it, please, and thank you. And thank you for joining our live audience today. We made this short and sweet. It's been a rough week for me. Thank you so much for doing that. Now you know where our YouTube channel is, and you're free to comment. You can find us too there, and you can always listen to our podcast. We have so many other podcasts. Thank you so much. We are really trying to help people with their challenges as we face our own challenges. We want you always to be grateful for life,